Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Will Patterson and I hope you're having a great day. Earlier this month, Adobe sent me down to Shoreditch Studios to one of their creative meetups where we all get together and we talk about the new Creative Cloud updates, connect with other creatives and just have an absolute blast, which it was. I was invited to come down by Adobe, and whilst I was there, not only did I see some of you guys, but I also got to interview Tony Harmer, who works at Adobe. I must admit, I only had my vlogging camera with me, so I didn't have any of this sort of lighting and setup, but we went into the alleyway and I got to interview him about some of the amazing features in Creative Cloud. So without further ado, here is me and Tony in the alleyway talking about the new Creative Cloud updates and some of his favorite features. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm right now at the Adobe Creative Meet and it is amazing. It's down in London, and if you're not here, you're missing out because I'm here with Tony Harmer, who's going to be telling us about the amazing new features that are in Adobe Creative Cloud this year. So Tony, what are the newest features in Adobe Creative Cloud and your favorite feature?
Okay, well, I mean, as always, there's an absolute stack of new features inside of this release of Creative Cloud, but I'll give you my favorites, right? The one that I think people will use all the time. So if I start off with Photoshop, for example, you've got content aware crop. So whereas before you were losing parts of your image, maybe when you were straightening things up, now it will content aware fill those areas at the same time, and the algorithm works really, really well. It's very, very successful. One of the mind-blowing features in there is that the new match font feature. So if you've got an image that contains text, right, so you might have taken a picture of a storefront or something like that, a feature inside Photoshop CC 2015 will now try and identify that font from Typekit and other vendors as well. So it'll give you a list of potential matches, which is just crazy.
That is crazy, it's good.
There's a brand new selection lab in there as well. So the idea is to make selection and refining your selections even easier. So now you can work with that, and there's a load of controls. So check that out. That's absolutely awesome. Really, really worth a look at. In Illustrator, so now because of the number of people using Illustrator for UX work, we've upped the export function there to be comparable to that of Photoshop, and in some ways actually possibly even a bit better in that you can export for maybe iOS or or Android and get a complete set of icons in one go rather than going safe for web all the time. And you can also park the assets and export when you're ready. So there's a whole new export panel in there and an export as command, save for screens command. So that's fabulous. InDesign, of course, has a few extra things. Now you can sort swatches, make them change different ways to make it easier for you to find them. So you've been able to put them into sets for a while, but now you can get them to sort based on color value. That's great. Publish Online, which was a feature that we introduced in preview towards the end of last year, is now fully fledged part of the product as well. So that's excellent. So people can start doing that and take their documents and even repurpose their print documents for consumption offline, online offline. In Premiere, we've got VR editing as well, so you can now edit 360 footage that you're bringing in. So if you've got one of those rigs where you're photographing all around your head or whatever, then you can bring that in and edit it. After Effects has had a performance boost up to 40% faster on some things. You'll notice everything, load time, rendering faster in there, so that's working really, really well. Animate CC has a whole bunch of new features and can now do responsive stuff. There's tons and tons and tons of stuff. And in mobile, we've got Comp CC can now export to Muse as well, so you can start your Muse projects inside of Comp CC on your tablet or on your phone. And Photoshop Sketch, my personal favorite, now has layers, which means you can create really, really awesome illustrations on the go, and that's fantastic. And really, those are just my favorites, and it is just a tip of the iceberg. There's so much for you to explore, and you can always find it on adobe.com.
So there you go. Those are some of the amazing new updates within the Adobe Creative Cloud. If you'd like to learn more about what's new in the updates, then click the links in the description. Also, if you're not already using the Adobe softwares, then I encourage you to do so. Go and click the links down in the description below to get a 7-day free trial of Adobe Creative Cloud. This was a sponsored video and it was all made possible because of Adobe, so thank you so much for sending me down there. I had an absolute whale of a time and would love to do it again. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in another video. See you soon.